everybody, welcome to the tent. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just here. I'm chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. I'm chilling. You want a tarot reading? Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you'd want a tarot reading. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy underway. We've gone ahead and we've already given DJ his dime. We've got Dylin over here just kind of hanging out. He's going to do some runes for us today. And Wan Wan's just vibing. I don't even know if you can see Wan Wan. I got a carnelian in front of me. Maybe someone's into stones. Maybe carnelian is important. Look up what that is to you. Red root chakra with a little bit of tinges of orange, which is your sacral. Red's going to be very important. DJ over here is red. But we're going to chill. So I'm going to go ahead and we're sweeping away all the old energies. You know, they're stale. They're not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, but we want a blank space for what we're doing. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this space up. I'm going to open us up a nice space. And then I'm going to connect me to this space, connect the mirror that the mirror that I scry with to this space, and then I connect you to this space. Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure to disconnect us at the end of this, and even if I don't do it on camera, I will always make sure to do it off camera. I'm not down for a bunch of tethers. Actually not. We're here in this tent. This is a place for those that like to hang out in the betwixt and the between, who enjoy hanging out and just looking and lifting up the veil and just kind of chilling, because life is serious enough. So why not ask silly questions? Because life's gonna life no matter what. Let's go ahead and jump right in it. I'm feeling the vibe. You know, there's not really any holiday theming going on here, particularly unless Grinchels are somehow like Christmas related, or there's like some dragon Christmas lore that I'm unaware of. DJ, got any dragon Christmas lore? Christmas is not a real thing, is it? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to fill our space with some nice incense. First, we're going to go ahead. Ooh. Okay. Helios. Very funny. The literal sun is going to help us. So here we go. We're going to fill this place with some yummy incense. I'm just bringing the tea light candle to the incense because there's a lot of maneuvering I have to do. Oh my god. Yeah, that was risky. Oh. Perfect. And the incense I'm using is a Yule incense. Go ahead and take in all that nice, yummy incense. I'm going to go ahead and fill up this space as we go ahead and dive in. So I'm going to go ahead as we cleanse these decks. We're going to go ahead and get to your pre-download messages. So the first pre-download message I got was spilled fruit. Not spilled fruit. Well, I guess also spilled fruit juice for some of you, but specifically spilled meat juice is significant. So like spilled food juice. So like, let's say you were walking with a turkey in the pan and you moved and then like the sauce slitzed out. That's significant. Maybe you were just in a ride with a sibling or cousin or like a really close friend. The B answer choice on it. Also, sorry if it gets like really loud. It's suddenly started picking up raining. So maybe it's raining where you are. Maybe you like the rain. Kindness. But the B answer choice on a test is significant. Pineapples, specifically diced, or just pineapples in general, but like, you know, diced pineapples came through. That is what it is. Pinks and thinks. Sorry, DJ. I don't know what that means either. But pink ponies and thinks, winks, and stinks. So whatever that means. Oatmeal cream pies, or snack cakes in general, are significant. Gold and yellow is significant, which solar plexus and confidence specifically came through. Fleetwood Mac, 2 songs, Chains and Sisters of the Moon. So check those out. Fleetwood Mac, Chains and Sister of the Moon. If you're not, or if you're familiar with those songs, maybe they mean something for you. Maybe there'll be something in there. Shame cycles. Trigger warning, shame cycles. That's important. Blue jays. And the spelling of it being particular is important too, because in one end I said J's was like just added an S, then the other I was like, oh, it's IES rule. So maybe like blue jays and like being particular, maybe there's something particular about blue jays that's important to you, or maybe there's something particular about blue jays that you find important, whatever. There's this J in front of me, so maybe J is important. Maybe someone's nickname is J. Maybe you tended to your plants today, or you are planning to, and maybe you just put some water on your ancestral altar. If you're putting water on your ancestral altar, I'm hearing if the water is like just regular water, when you're changing it out, water your plants with that, or like, you know, just add like a sprinkle of it in. Sweet. And I think I actually got you guys your pre-downloads as I was doing this. A few intermediaries stepped up, so like just some gods, people, interests, you know, dragons are here, of course. This is specifically DJ, he's a red dragon, so red dragons, if you have an affinity for them, they're here. White dogs are stepping up. I'm showing you Wan Wan. This is Wan Wan, very cute, love him. But specifically white dogs, or popping up, or maybe like the year of the dog is important in coming to me. But Santo Muerto, so Lord Death, and he was bringing forth marigolds. So if that strikes a chord with you, welcome. Oh, who are you? Oh yeah, I didn't even realize I was there. I don't know, can you see that? There's like a, oh, I don't want to pull it down. I guess I am. But there's like a skull on that. I didn't even realize it. So Santa Muerto, Aphroditus, and a golden waist girdle specifically. So Aphroditus, and then Freya, and all I have written beside her is cats, cats, cats. So right place, right space. So welcome. I hope you've had a great day. It's beautiful. It's rainy over here. I hope there's a lot of cleansing. I hope there's a lot of goodness going in. Oh wow, there's just a lot of noise happening outside. I hope that this footage is good, but we're gonna go for it. Companion, okay. Maybe someone's getting a pet soon, vulnerable. Maybe someone's getting an emotional support pet really soon. Maybe your EA paperwork is making its thing. I'm hearing like a sugar dog. Maybe that's why dogs are popping out. Maybe there's a familiar who's excited to come into your life. Maybe some of you are getting horses. Maybe some of you are big fans of horses, which would make sense because if you clicked on this video, then you know we're asking what would happen if you went on a sleigh ride. Yeah, welcome to your holiday themed reading, which holiday themed is like so wave handy. There's so many different types of like sleighs, carriage and stuff like that. But for this instance, just hear those sleigh bells ringling, ding, ding, dingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Ooh. Somebody's crush is reciprocated. That's very cute. Or the ideas you're getting justice for an emotion when you were a child. That's very nice. Don't know what that has to do with the sleigh ride though. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm over here shuffling these cards and laying them down, and I almost forgot to give you guys your sigil, which would be so rude, especially considering DJ and Dylin, I'm so sorry. Why would I forget your name? Maybe something's happening where you're forgetting stuff that's pretty commonplace. Maybe that happened to you where you forgot somebody's name. Shame did pop up as one of the pre-download messages. So maybe you're just feeling like, ooh, the candlelight kind of did a flicker. Maybe you're just feeling like pretty sensitive at this time. So, you know, it's okay. We've all been there. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw this sigil for you guys. And then we're going to go ahead and go into your reading. So as we all know, if you've been here for a minute, that any sigil I draw, I've got no clue what it is. Ooh, I'm actually not going to do that spiel right now. So I'm hearing there's a lot popping up for you. Chances, opportunities, but also thoughts. Thoughts you never thought that you had to have. Dreams and hopes that you never considered. Like, trigger warning, I'm hearing some people, some of y'all are surprised that you've made it past 18. And now you're navigating and figuring out what that is. Or maybe it's you've reached, then there's others of you where you've reached the plateau of what you thought you needed to be successful in what you're doing. So it's, you've won, but the winning, like, that's it. It's over. There's nothing else. Now you're playing the game and you've unlocked every secret. You've done all the things and you are told that you're supposed to be satisfied, but something is missing. The word reckoning keeps trying to happening. Something is missing. Something isn't quite it. Stagnance. You've never accounted for stagnance. You 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 never accounted for stagnance. Thank you, DJ. I'm getting the vibe that this is going to be quite the somber sleigh ride. And that's okay. Because while we are not serious at the tent, that does not mean that we shy away from serious things. Something wants me to sing at you guys. Is there somebody who, one of your coping mechanisms, like maybe there's not coping mechanisms, maybe one of the things that someone does to help cheer you up is they just break into randomness, like just random sounds, saying random things. Because there's someone out there that really wants to do that. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. But I will tell them about it. There's, you know, despite how heavy that energy got, there's a peace here. Despite how heavy that energy got, there's a peace here. There's healing. There's going back to basics. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The pixie nipping me to get me to go to the spiel. Thank you. Oh God. Okay, I'm back. So, cool sigil. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we have finished up your sigil. Go ahead, take a screenshot, look at it. If you can copy it, feel free to go ahead and do that. Remember, I auto draw these, so every line, stroke, circle, anything that I do or do not add, I don't know the rhyme or reason to it. We could sit and we could ruminate, we could ponder about this, but I know about as much of the I know as much about the sigil as you do. In fact, you know more about the sigil than me. Because if this is your reading, this is your sigil. Do with that what you may. Wan. Hold that for us. Or do I want... Can you guys see that? You know what? Y'all took a picture of the sigil. You looked at it. You've ruminated on it. You don't need to like constantly stare at it. Maybe that's something. Maybe some of you are hesitant to take the sleigh ride. Maybe you've done like a lot of your research and you're like, I don't know if there's any good ones. Like, are they treating the horses ethical? Do I even want to be by it? It's outside with people. Is taking a sleigh ride lonely? Like, is taking a sleigh ride by yourself lonely? So much. So much. Just get on the sleigh. But we're not going to start confrontational like that. That felt very confrontational because this isn't like a forcing you to go on a sleigh ride. Unless there's someone out there who actually is thinking about going on a sleigh ride, which on that case, you know, I'm never against research. But maybe just go ahead and do it. Like if the start, like you'll get like good rewards. Like check your Yelp. See if there's something good there. Orange is also like prosperity. Someone's yelling entrepreneurship at me. So maybe look into if there's like some cool mom pop sleigh rides. 'Tis the season. So you're going to find something cute. And prosperity. Maybe some of you are small business owners. This is not answering the question. What if you went on a sleigh ride? What would happen? What would happen? Let's see if we can tap into the dragons. Or we better be able to tap into the dragons. So they asked to be there. But let's see. I'm joking, DJ. But let's see what the dragons have to say. Ooh. That's fun. I don't think I've ever really like shuffled in that way. So we have the asparagus dragon for consistence. The cantaloupe dragon, realign. Dylin, I'm going to move your deck. I'm going to move your runes. The peanut butter dragon of companion. And the watermelon dragon of success. Oh my gosh, the watermelon dragon is here. So the reason I'm like kind of like giddy about this is so I was putting on my primer face here and peek behind the curtain. It's the next day. You probably noticed by the jump cut and the change in lighting. But before I got here, I was washing my face and I was putting on like just a nice little primer, something on my face. And I picked up my watermelon one and I was like, oh, I got to remind them that watermelon is significant. So that's fine. I like that. And then that's success. Oh my God. So those of you that have done your research, whichever sleigh ride you choose, it's going to be a good one for you. It's going to be a good one for you. Your companions, though, I am hearing that the companions that you bring, I'll bring this little cute little peanut butter dragon up here. I'm hearing the companions that you bring, though, is where it might fall a little short, but that's, don't blame yourself for any of that. You did your research. You set out to have a good day. As long as you're going forth with a positive attitude, 1, 2, 3 on my timer going forth. So like, do it. Not timer on my time. It's 1:32. 1:23. Oh my God. Is anyone else numerically dyslexic out there? If you're numerically dyslexic like me, right place, right space. I'm your reader. But yeah, no, maybe someone's saying like, maybe you saw the numbers wrong. So double check your numbers. Actually, that's the only like, realign. So like maybe double check your numbers, see that the dates that you've chosen are correct for you. I'm hearing like specifically focus on yourself. If you've invited other people to this event to go to, like for the sleigh ride, if you've invited someone else to, invite people that are consistent So like, hey, you know that if they say a yes, they mean yes. If they say a no, they mean a no. Tomato dragon, shine. You're so good at this. I'm hearing that you're a good planner. You might not think that you're a good planner, but you are a very good planner. You have to be mindful of hornworms, though. Hornworms eat the crap out of tomatoes. I remember when I was a freshman in college, my college had like a little sustainable farm on it, and we do tradesies, and so I would go out and I would like find the hornworms because I was particularly good at pointing them out because they can devastate a little tomato crop, by the way, if you didn't know. So I would find those, and then I would like get peppers and fresh veggies and stuff like that, just for fun. So maybe you've got someone out there who's pointed out that maybe someone isn't the best, and like, you know, they're not the best. But you're like, you know what? They haven't really done anything. Remember, if they've done it to someone else, they'll do it to you. If you saw them eat the tomato, if you saw them wreck the tomato plant over there, and now they're over here by your tomato plant, why are you turning your back to them? They're coming for your tomato. But you're going to shine. You're going to do great. Watch out for that. I'm really getting that message of be mindful of who you invite to this sleigh ride excursion. If you do decide to invite someone to the sleigh ride excursion, I'm also being told be mindful of yourself as well. Don't ruin your own time. Again, this is very singular. This is very you-centric, and there's nothing wrong with that. Watermelon dragon success. There's nothing wrong with that. Being consistent with yourself is very important. You're going on this fun little sleigh ride to have fun. Like, it's the holidays. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Yeah, be mindful of who you are allowing around you and your energy. Because truly the only thing that I can see disrupting and making this sleigh ride like abysmal and awful is I'm seeing like the wheel of a sleigh falling off, and like there are two options that could happen at that point. Everyone can either be super bummed out and upset, or we can be happy that everyone's okay and like kind of laugh about it, but like still be a little bummed because we did want to go on the sleigh ride. Like there are two options that I'm getting, and it's the when you're presented with options, choose the option that will lead to you having a good day. So whatever that means for you as an individual, choose the option that makes this sleigh ride a good sleigh ride for you, or as best of a sleigh ride as you can have. Because it's something that you've been wanting for a minute. You've been wanting to go on a sleigh ride for a good hot minute. Be mindful. See, there's little, my eyes are being drawn to the little creatures just kind of hanging out, which nothing wrong with that. If you're like bugs, insects or something, if hornworms or caterpillars, butterflies, bees. This looks like a carpenter. Yeah, that looks like a smooth bottom. Carpenter bee, snail, and then that's another butterfly. Colorful, black and white, straight to the point. Just, you know, be mindful of the people that you have around you, because they can be helpful and pollinate your garden and cause this to grow and turn a good day into a great day, or be people that you wouldn't particularly mind going through hardships with, because you know it's not going to be all about the hardship. Versus somebody who is just going to be a Debbie Downer the whole way through, and because it was an event that you planned and that you wanted to do, they're going to focus the brunt of all their disgruntledness at you. So be mindful of those kind of people. And I'm like, again, I'm also hearing that like there's signs and there's warnings, so it's not like it's gonna it's not going to be a surprise who it is what I'm hearing. If you're in a situation where you're planning on inviting other people, it's very obvious who you shouldn't invite. I'm hearing even if it's like relative, sibling, roommate, if you know you're going to have a trash time, would you rather them be a little picky and pissy with you because you didn't invite them, or would you rather them be obnoxious and horrible and still picky and pissy at you if you did invite them? So go off, queen. Go off, champ. So other than that, this sleigh ride's looking pretty baller, my guy. I'm seeing cozy. I'm seeing comfy. Someone's got like the little hand muff cuff thing that's in the front. You can still buy those. Those are very cute. Someone's getting very holiday, very festive. Someone's a Nightmare Before Christmas person. Yeah, no, you are in charge. Go ahead. Go forth. You are the emperor. That was either the wind or a cat, and I hope that that was the wind. You're the emperor. You're in charge. You are deciding what you want to do. You are action. Go, go. The sun. 8 of Wands. I didn't even notice that 8 of Wands. I was just kind of like reading the Emperor. But yeah, you are action. You are go, go, go. You are the Aries ram. You're like, let's just go for it and have fun. Aries is simultaneously the founder, but like also like just like the first. Like they're also just like the kid. They are the very first to try it. So they go through. They have like a kind of little foolhardy nature to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You've decided that you're going to embrace the piece of you that wants to explore. You have the knowledge. I'm getting like a lot of research. Some of you are some little research bugs out there. Oh my God. I'm seeing Google Scholar, someone actually utilizing your local library. Utilize your local library. You don't even have to leave the house for that. You can do like pretty much everything online now. Check out your researches. Did you know that you can get pots and pans at some libraries, like for cooking and stuff? Like you can like loan and rent those out. It's actually pretty cool, like specialized ones. Like if you're like, oh, I want to try to make like this wedding cake, you might have a local library that supplies those. So that's something. Maybe someone does community work. Maybe someone needs to be more aware of what resources you do have around you. Ooh, the Chariot. I know what you're saying. You just flipped all those. I don't take this deck in reverse. That's what that was. The Chariot. I'm hearing that Cancerian energy. So you are a homebody. Like, you know, home, family, care. Maybe that's why you have to look out for who you invite. Because Cancer is also one of those energies that's like, I'm trying to, you know, have home and comfort and harmony within the family type stuff. Sometimes to a detriment. So be mindful. Butterflies back on that 8 of Wands. Getting like the air element of the butterfly that is also implied specifically. I'm being reminded of butterfly totems. So if anyone's here of the Native American, indigenous variety, where maybe you align more with, totem spirits and things like that. Maybe you have a butterfly totem spirit. I'm also seeing dragonfly totem spirit as well. A grasshopper, a duck. I'm looking at my little pineapple duck. Pineapples, coconuts, you know, just stuff. The sun is here. I want to make sure you see that. I want to make sure you see the sun is here. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I see where the confusion is. Okay. You're a very slow moving person. And by slow moving, this is back to that strategy. This is back to that I want to I want to live life and I want to enjoy life to the fullest. However, I value research and knowing what I'm stepping into. And at least if something goes wrong, it didn't go wrong because I didn't do my best to prepare myself. Like, you know, sometimes that can be a problem where you got to learn to let go, which I think that that's been your journey, learning to let go, to fully appreciate and get to this sun. Like, that's why you're here. Literally, you clicked on a video where the title is, you literally clicked on a video where it's a tarot reading, where it asks, if you went on a sleigh ride, what would happen? I'm proud of you, bro. You're doing great. Small steps are all steps. Small steps are all steps. You didn't hear it? My cat just went thump in the hallway for something. She's rooting for you too. Because that's what I'm going to interpret that sound as. I'm not going to interpret that sound as mischief. I'm not going to interpret that sound as her out there causing a havoc. I'm going to interpret that sound in the most positive way I can because I didn't hear any extra sounds after it. Which is, this is why I felt the dragonfly totem. That was under there. 7 of Swords, very clever. This is clever. So this card can be read as cleverness or sneakiness. A little bit of both. You know, if you're clever, you're sneaky. If you're sneaky, you're a little clever. Again, be mindful of who you invite to the sleigh ride. I think that there's some fake people. And do you know why I'm thinking there's some fake people? Because don't crucify them. But no, I'm getting the vibe that there is a little bit of fakeness, that there's a little bit of chatter going on in your ears. I'm hearing chatter going on in your ears because my music switched from my speaker to in my ear directly and loud and drowning other things out. Is because, so this is an AI deck. This is a deck, so, you know, super fake. The fakest deck that you could ever fake. So whoever it is, maybe it's someone who's like really into AI. Be mindful of this fake person. You're clever, you're smart, you've got it. Be mindful of this fake person. Okay, so do we have any? Let's get some. Well, I'll give you something for the fake person. Is there something that we can kind of know that helps guide us, that helps give us a little more information about who we should be inviting on this sleigh ride? Again, I'm very sure that this is obvious. Like, it's in your face. It's like, you know who this is. Like, and even if you don't know now, you'll know within a time frame that it's appropriate to not invite someone. Like, no, that's too many. I think I saw the Ace of Wands. 3 of Cups. It's someone you kiki with. I'm specifically hearing kiki. So, like, maybe it's someone whose name is Kiki. Maybe someone, like, their nickname is Kiki. Maybe they like Kiki Palmer. Maybe they impersonate Kiki Palmer for fun. Like, they like the Kiki Palmer, like a Kiki Palmer meme, very specific. Couldn't tell you why. Red is a color that keeps popping up. I keep getting drawn to make everything red. The light above us was red, but then it was drowning out DJ's color and making him look weird. So I went ahead and just changed it to my classic pink that I love. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say it's someone, yeah. And 7 of Cups. Is someone who's a little... So the word that someone's specifically saying to me is uppity. Because I saw this crown and I was like, oh, it's somebody who's like on top of the world, da-da-da. And then that's when the world card flipped over, just as I was like kind of thinking that. And then also like the gold tones here. And then under it, yeah, that's 7 of Cups. That's 7 of Cups. There's a lot of options. That's somebody who's like thinks the world is their oyster and that everything is theirs to choose. So again, like I was saying earlier, it's going to be like, it's very obvious who you should not invite on the sleigh ride, but maybe like historically you've invited them on the sleigh ride because let's say it's your cousin or something, or like, let's say, this is just coming to me, you're in a fraternity or sorority and this is like your line sister, but like, you know, it was a line of like 40 plus girls. Actually, 40 is not even crazy. It was a line of like, yeah, and it was like, actually, no, it was like a close, intimate line. And like, okay, this is coming out. Ooh, yeah, they said that's it. So this is one of my end cards. I use this to pretty much be like, and that's all the messages that you need from it. I am going to take the bottom of it. There are 2 of these, so there's a chance that that could also be the other one. 10 of Wands. No, she's somewhat, like, it's very obvious. Like, 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's got this lady on it. When I saw this, I originally thought it was the Queen of Wands. So that could be another thing, too. Someone who, like, thinks they are grander than who they are. Like, they're, you take them on this sleigh trip with you, and they're going to act like they are the ones who booked and did everything and did all the research for the sleigh trip. If it goes great, they're going to somehow take credit and center themselves in it. If it goes horrible, they're gonna take credit and center themselves in it. So be mindful of whoever this is. And again, it's very obvious. It's someone who's boastful. Maybe they like red a lot. Maybe they are a fire sign. Oh yeah, the wands again, like victory. There's those roses again. Gold. Maybe it's someone who's like into gold jewelry. Maybe their name is Goldie. Goldilocks is coming up. Maybe they like bears. Maybe you associate them with bear totems. Totems is officially coming out here. So whatever that. Okay. So I feel that this is pretty much it. If you go on that sleigh ride, which I absolutely think that you should do, it's going to be a great time. You're going to have the time that you allow yourself to have on the sleigh ride is pretty much the biggest thing that I've been pulling from all this. And I think that's beautiful. I think that that's great. You're paving your path. You're doing that emperor. You're hangman in it. You're just like, you know what? I'm going to put myself in a position to have new experiences, to learn about me, and not even just to learn. I'm going to put myself in positions where I can just start enjoying the elixir of life. Okay, so before I pull Dylin's rune, because I said elixir of life and I was saying totems, I think that something's been trying to get me to pull a specific deck. So give me a second. Here it is. And it was right here waiting for me. The Talisman Oracle. I know what you're thinking. Talisman isn't totem. It's not. And you're right. Don't make me get defense strength. So strength. The dragons also want to give you advice. I was going to say, okay, let's just give you some advice with this deck then, because this is a pretty good advice deck. The dragon, spinach dragon, would like for you to have some strength. If you notice, there's also some little ladybugs here. The 3 ladybugs here is really putting me in like the mind of 3 of cups specifically. So, you know, have your fun, enjoy yourself. The spinach dragon looks content by himself, but also like, you know, don't let the fact that there's someone who could potentially mess up your sleigh ride stop you from not inviting anyone to your sleigh ride. This might also be an opportunity for you to exercise and learn boundaries. If I pull garlic dragon, that'll be funny. It's not, but I guess it's time for you to do patience. The garlic dragon is the boundaries dragon. That's why that would have been funny. Okay, so let's go ahead. Talisman Oracle. I saw a lion. I was about to say dragon, even though I was looking a lion in the face. So 888, dragon phoenix, yang type energy coming through for you, which also aligns with that emperor. I'm looking down here and I can see the magician. You are manufacturing what you're doing, your fate. You are co-creating in spirit in a way that is safe travel. You're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a great little sleigh ride. I'm hearing the travel too. The sleigh ride, be mindful. Some of you, I'm getting like the snowy kind of vibe in the area that you live, which I'm saying sleigh ride, but like it could be horse-drawn carriage, stuff like that. But actually no, we're saying sleigh ride. So that's why, that's why it's been snowy. I'm sorry, whenever I've been imagining you guys on this, because in my area, we are more of horse-drawn carriage kind of vibe during the Christmas season. So whenever I saw sleigh ride, my brain, I was trying to figure out why it was always snowy whenever I would tap in and imagine. And the answer is it's a sleigh ride. You can't have a sleigh ride if there's nothing to sleigh on. You know, sashay away. Sashay shante. Overcome fear. Oh my God. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. I'm hearing some of you weren't always the biggest fan of traveling. And good fortune shall come to you. Scarab. Some of y'all got that Egyptian. Do you remember the time? Don't know why that popped up. Maybe someone's a Mike Jack fan. Ooh. Okay, as the incense dies out, we're going to go ahead and tap into Dylin's ruminating runes. We're going to ruminate some runes with our favorite Grinchel. And by favorite, I mean most of you, this is the only Grinchel you know. Dylin. He just wants to give you guys some dope advice with some runes. And Dylin is a Grinchel, and if you don't know what Grinchels are, you do know what Grinchels are, because that's the feeling of if you've ever been walking in a forest and you felt like you're being watched, you probably are, and it's probably, you probably are. It's probably Dylin. Hi. It's probably not him. There's like so many Grinchels out there. There's a lot. Don't be scared. They're not like gremlins. You can feed them after midnight. Okay, Dylin. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give them 3 runes. Give us your Grincholic advice. Okay, 2? Okay, 2 runes. Boom. And you guys are going to know the runes before I do, because I'm going to put this back. Ooh! Wait a minute, Dylin! You're the sweetest, cutest, kindest Grinchel. Some of you are at home. Well, share the joy, and I will. So, this is Sawillow. Sawillow. This is the sun. Ah! So you guys got the sun, and you guys got Rido, which is, again, vehicle. So the sun and vehicle, which people are more familiar with the tarot. Why'd I do that? Oh, wait a minute. Is she here? I told you, watch out for her. Ugh. Watch out for her. Don't invite that. Don't invite them. Don't invite them because they're just looking for the next big thing. They're never looking in front of them. They're always looking behind them and hoping that they see something more interesting so they can turn their horse in that direction. Stay away from this Queen of Wands. Don't invite her to your sleigh ride. She's whack and bougie. Bougie and whack. The fur was always fake. I don't know what that was for. I don't even talk like that. That's someone else. And I have to pull these out because Dylin is the one who reads runes, not me. So I do have to consult a little bit. Okay. So we have Sawillow, which is sun, which is success, guidance, hope, honor, goals achieved, and light. Which, again, is basically the sun card. It's, yay, you did it, you did it, you did it, yay, bellissimo, you did it, do, 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 do. Oh my gosh, it's the sun is coming towards you. It is on its way. It is incoming. That is this combination with Swillow and Rido. Rido is vehicle, which is journey, travel, action, justice, growth, and rationality. The knowledge you seek is on its way. That is, okay, so Dylan's message overall, outside of like the happiness and joy and the yay you did it, is the guidance that you seek is on its way. It is going to be unconventional, and snails is coming up. So snails, mollusks, any types of insects like that. Maybe somebody uses a snail face mask, like that snail mucus stuff. Something. Okay. Well, and I think that that is all Dylin has for you guys. He says that the wisdom that you seek is coming and that your sleigh ride is going to be so full of joy and just a really good trip. Thank you, Dylin. And we're just going to set him over here, and actually I think that might be the end of your reading. Well, thank you guys for, let's do that. I don't know if you can even see that. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope that you really enjoy your sleigh ride. It sounds like it's going to be a super dope time. Be mindful of who you invite, but also don't have that stop you from inviting somebody. Again, the person is very obvious. They said, you'll know, you don't even want to, like, if you, like, there's something that's like, yeah, like, it's a habit. You invite them out of habit. You don't want to not invite. This is the kind of person that you'd invite them to go with you just because you don't want to hear their mouth. But you still end up hearing their mouth anyway. So what did you even accomplish? Like, the moon, follow your intuition. You know what it is. You are smart. You are cutting. Again, this is giving me the vibe of there's someone around you where even if you're not like inherently sure if you should do it, the people around you, yeah, Aquarius energy. There's someone around you who is very patient, very chill, who's very understanding, who like they're gonna look at you and go, hey, maybe we shouldn't invite this person, or like you're gonna look at them and like there's someone trusted who you consider, you know, very smart, very, I'm hearing like non-judgmental, and that's why you ask them specifically. Basically, you're asking them, am I the asshole if I don't invite them? And like there's someone in your life who you trust to give you that kind of advice. And maybe that person is yourself. Maybe just sit with yourself and think about it for a second if this isn't like a physical individual. But other than that, I think that you guys are doing great. Bull's teeth are important again. Take with that what you will. We'll give you one more card. King of Cups. Yeah, no, whoever this is, they're also very emotionally grounded, whoever you are speaking to, because you want to make sure that, like, you're not being a jerk. You want to make sure that you're thinking with your head and not like your heart and how you feel and stuff like that. Oh, you're so sweet. It's giving you don't want to like hold grudges, but like, you know, is it a grudge or are you just protecting yourself? There is a difference, and you should actually like look deep and figure that out. But sometimes the answer is unfortunate. Sometimes the answer can also be that the other person kind of sucks. I didn't realize why I was rambling. I was rambling because I was like, someone was like, you should disconnect in the video. Yay! So thank you for stopping by the tent. It was so nice being able to read for you, and I love being able to share with you what you would do on any various adventures that you plan on going on. 2 is important and is a number. Again, let me just sweep off a little bit of what we've done today. Let me knock off that little excess off of you, because it did get dark for a little bit. That's why I had to kind of pause the video, but it's okay. I got rid of that for us. And then we're gonna just disconnect us. See you next time the tent comes around. Bye.